everybody, Demented Dee here with a review today of the Raven Cycle by Maggie Stiefvater. Okay, I'll contain myself. So sometimes books surprise you and you don't really know what you're expecting, or you can go into something without any expectations whatsoever. I had never read anything by Maggie Stiefvater before I read the Raven Cycle. This is apparently her, I think, maybe her second series. It's not her first one. And a friend of mine got me the first book here. There are 4 books. They are called The Raven Boys, The Dream Thieves, Blue Lily, Lily Blue, and The Raven King. So there's 4 parts. They're completely done. They have some fantastic cover art. And I cannot say enough good things about all 4 of these books. The characters were fantastic. They were real. They were human. The twists and turns, the surprises that it took, some of the things you wouldn't expect were utterly unexpected. These are young adult. Sometimes I do find that young adult books, in order to kind of keep the same sort of pace and volume of each of the installments in a series, can kind of repeat themselves. I didn't find that that was the case at all with these. In fact, so much happens in the first 100 pages or so of the very first one that when I was trying to explain the plot to a friend, it was like, okay, this all sounds very complicated, but I swear it's not. And that's another excellent point about these books, is it does handle a very complicated, intricate plot with these 5 incredibly interesting, different kinds of people. And you believe all of them. You believe in all of them. You want them to succeed. It culminates in a fantastic, I feel, ending. Some people might say that it's very optimistic, but I think that there's actually a good balance between the good and the bad at the very end of the series. There's humor, there's romance, there's LGBTQ friendliness in the series. Really, you cannot ask for anything more or better. 5 top hats, 5 stars, bunches of roses, some wine and some cookies, and a silent plea for her to continue writing more of these, more books in general. I know that these are finished. I have come to accept that. But I also love the fact that I can visit Gansey and Blue anytime I want. And as a personal note, sometimes books, they have this sort of really interesting symbolism that you feel is familiar. There was a lot of that in this. I mean, her name is Blue, which is I know it's my favorite color, but it's also a color that shows up a lot in my writing subconsciously. Blue is the color of communication, and it's the 5th chakra point. I'm not sure what exactly it is that I'm trying to do there, but blue comes up a whole lot for me personally in my life and in my writing, and it's the name of the main character here. She lives on Fox Way. Fox is one of my animals. It's kind of my symbol sometimes. I guess you could say it's sort of one of my spirit animals. And of course, ravens is my best friend's Native American totem. So these books from the start were just kind of very personal. They felt personal to me. And the writing, again, was crisp, it was clean, it wasn't repetitive. It was just a wonderful story, wonderful characters, and I'm going to go ahead and read the dust jacket of the first one real quick, just for posterity's sake. There are only 2 reasons a non-seer would ever see a spirit on St. Mark's Eve. Either you're his true love, or you killed him. Every year, Blue Sergeant stands next to her clairvoyant mother as the soon-to-be-dead walk past. Blue never sees them, until this year, when a boy emerges from the dark and speaks to her. His name is Gansey, and he's a rich student at Aglyonby, the local private school. Blue has a policy of staying away from the Aglyonby boys. Known as Raven Boys, they can only mean trouble. But Blue is drawn to Gansey in a way she can't entirely explain. He's on a quest that has encompassed 3 other Raven Boys: Adam, the scholarship student who resents the privilege around him; Ronan, the fierce soul whose emotions range from anger to despair; and Noah, the taciturn watcher who notices many things but says very little. For as long as she can remember, Blue has been warned that she will cause her true love to die. She doesn't believe in true love and never thought this would be a problem. But as her life becomes caught up in the strange and sinister world of the Raven Boys, she's not so sure anymore. For Maggie Stiefvater, the best-selling and acclaimed author of the Shiver trilogy and the Scorpio races, comes a spellbinding new series where the inevitability of death and the nature of love lead us to a place we've never been before. People, it's so good. Just go and buy all 4 of them. sit down, get you some comfy pajamas, a blanket, a sofa, maybe a fireplace if it's cold where you are, or a lovely picture window with sunshine outside if it's warm where you are, or rain or thunderstorms, and sit down, get in the mood, and have a wonderful, wonderful time with these books. They are fantastic. Can't say enough good things. So glad I read them. Thank you, Maggie Stiefvater, for sharing your vision and creativity with us in the world. So happy you did. Please keep writing. We'll buy more. And for the love of story, this is Demented Dee, and I will see you later.